Time to join my special guest in the house this morning, Irabor Okosun. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How's everything?
I'm well, thank you. Well, it seemed like you're playing hide and seek with me this morning because I see you can see me, but I can't see you, but I can hear your voice. But it's, well, if that's how you choose to play today and to give the energy, it's fine.
Me and my lawyer were going through this whole process of contractual agreements for my image and likeness. So in due time, we will send you guys, the contract over for image and likeness. So
Okay.
for now, just hold the voice.
All right. So you can be part of the conversation inside the Grapevine this morning if you send in those messages to 0809 444 messages only. Once again on 0809 444 we expect the messages to come into the Grapevine this morning. Irabor, let's begin from setting. Since you're still waiting for your lawyers to send this one in, I hope your lawyers don't come to your house when you're not around. But I say this to say that a certain young man embarked on a journey some time ago without calling the man for whom he was embarking on the journey. And the man to whom he was going to meet for the journey says, please, Ogbeni, stay at home. I am not around. And if they had listened, to the album very well, they would have known there is a track in that album that says unavailable. But I'm saying this that bringing this to Davido, who was going to have an August visitor come to Lagos riding a bicycle all the way from Benue State, and then take us through that story.
I really don't understand. I mean, is it that this guy is trying to improve his cardio? People are going about doing things in Lagos, and I don't get that somebody would just wake up one day and decide they want to ride a bicycle. I mean, it's innovative in the sense, or sensible in the sense where he's not using fuel, because we all know the prices of fuel at the moment. But Yoruba people will say, "Kilo wa kakili kakili." Like, what are you looking for up and down? Like, sit down in your house and get creative to do something. Because I don't understand how people will say they want to journey because they're trying to meet a celebrity or a politician or whatever. I mean, he has already spent 8 days on this journey and he's saying he's not going back. So definitely, let's see. Davido has said that he pledges to reward the cyclist, maybe with a carton of drink or water or something. I really don't understand. When I see stories like this, I mean, just goes to show that, man, times are hard. People are just looking for ways to trend, ways to make money, ways to get notoriety. I really just don't understand this.
No, but Irabor, honestly, would you be reacting this way if someone, with the way your popularity is, the way you are right now, someone may wake up and decide to trek from somewhere to say, this Irabor who always coming to the Grapevine. So see, it might be you. See how you're. So what would your reaction be like?
First of all, I don't even have any popularity. I just guest on the show, period. That's it. I'm not on Davido's level in any way, popularity or money or anything, like at all, at all. So anybody who is even trying to even do that for me, hey, one chance, like the bicycle that the guy is riding. But really though, I don't understand stories like this. I really, really don't understand stories like this. Are they trying to champion a cause? What is it? The guy has done about 802 kilometers. Well, let's see.
But he says he wants to say thank you for giving me this album to the world, the timeless album. It's an appreciation. And why are we always thinking every time? Yes,
the album. He couldn't tweet. He couldn't post a comment. He couldn't release a video. He couldn't do that while cycling. He could have been on an immobile bike and recorded the video. Or
have you ever been moved by music before, Irabor? You've not listened to a song you like so much.
I have been moved by. No. My playlist is, it keeps growing. I have been moved by so many things. Do you understand? But okay, the thing I love is food the most. So I've been moved by so many things about food, but doesn't mean that I'll now go and say, okay, let me now go crazy and decide to do something because I appreciate or I love that particular thing. Even limit today for the people who I love, the kind of things that I do for them in this life. So please, I won't ride bicycle. My life.
And you can imagine if he had stated he's doing this for the security implication, the safety around the roads at this time. Who takes the liability for this?
Certainly not Davido. Certainly not Davido. So let's see how it ends. I would love to see the video or something when he meets Davido eventually, if he does.
Well, as for now, he's on a bicycle. He's sitting on a bicycle at this time. Oh, that's literally and also in the true sense of the word, riding from Benin to Lagos. So let's get on to our other story while he rides the bicycle anyway. Rihanna reportedly gives birth to a baby number 2. It seems ASAP delivers ASAP. I mean, it delivers.
ASAP Rocky, he is right there. Rihanna understands the blueprint of being a celebrity.
Okay.
She understands the blueprint. No, she understands the blueprint. She has, done well in her career. Then she used the career, she leveraged that to get another business that is going to be continuous because you cannot be in the music game all through forever. So I mean, Fenty has been on a roll, in fact, signing the deal with MH and Jay-Z behind that, then it's just a good thing to have a great team surrounded by you. Like, just know that, okay, this person is going to have my best interest. And you now decide to take time off from that business to be able to now have a family. Because in the music game, it's difficult to take time off, then come back. But she has built that foundation that she can take time off and go and have a family, not one, but 2, then still be able to, have that celebrity of Rihanna in.
You saw the Super Bowl show when she came back. Now you see who does that. You must be a Rihanna.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of people. Tiwa Savage had a kid. She came back. It's not too many people that can do it. You understand? And still, on the charts and featuring different artists and actually be featured by different artists. So a lot of people need to understand the business. I keep saying it. Understand the business of whatever it is you're doing.
Yes.
Until you understand the business of whatever it is you're doing before you can make certain moves. A lot of people who even are in the labor market cannot just have kids and jump back into the labor market. A lot of things you have to calculate. It's a calculated move, in my own opinion.
Now, for me, this woman, everything seemed to be business. Even the pregnancy itself, it's business because there seemed to be a new clothing line in terms of maternity that she has influenced by virtue of the flaunting of the pregnancy and all of this. With just everything she does just turns gold.
That's it. Because imagine if she gave birth while she was singing and she didn't have any background in fashion or cosmetics or anything. Bringing that baby, yes, it will still hit. But my point is, like, there's a strategy behind it. Everything is up for business in Hollywood, really. I mean, if it's weight gain, if it's weight loss, if it's pregnancy, if it's children, Tiwa even had several children brands, and all that, come through and give us sponsorship. So it's how you market. Even this influencer, what's her name again? I can't remember her name. Her name doesn't come to mind right now. Tomike Alayonde, yes. So like people know how to market certain things. You make money as long as you're not hurting anybody.
Okay, so that means there's a message waiting for you here already, and I won't bear the cost of this one because it's a fallout from what you said. Tayo says he wants to walk from Aja to Smooth FM. Please have something for me when I get to the studio. Irabor, that is on you right now. You see what I told you.
You know when it's your birthday.
Yes.
I don't have any issue. I don't have any issue. Another thing again is you, Uncle, won't you also at least give us Coke and something that we came to your birthday? So this guy now, make sure you're bringing something. I don't mind giving you. I believe in symbiotic relationship.
Yes.
So bring something and I'll give you something, no problem. But don't come, stay.
Tayo, if you heard it now, Irabor says, don't even think about it, stay where you are. But you can be like Tayo by sending messages on to 0809-444-09812 to the Grapevine, and we're breaking down the stories. We've looked at the story on the guy riding a bicycle from Benue State. Is that his last stop was Benin and heading down to, probably might be at Ore right now, but who knows. Then we looked at Rihanna, baby number 2 is is here already. So beautiful and precious. So she says, let's head on now to this next story. Biodun Stephen, I battled depression when I couldn't get acting roles.
See, I don't know if you saw the Joseph Benjamin story.
We talked about it. We talked about it last week.
Yeah. So first of all, Nollywood is a growing industry. There are a lot of opportunities out there. A lot of people just need to do their situational analysis and just make sure that they understand the business. It's the same thing I said the other time. If a lot of people in their innocence, and this is not me blaming anybody, a lot of people go into the industry and hope for the best, but it doesn't really work out. So it's just for you to find out your niche. So Beyonce Steven, first of all, is a talented, phenomenal producer, director, executive producer. She has produced and directed and written. In fact, she's an AMVCA winner for writing. She's a beautiful writer. One of my favorite films of all time, not even in Nollywood, is by Beyonce Steven, Introducing the Kujus. If anybody hasn't seen it, go and check it out. I'm not too much of a fan of part two. But anyway, so the reason I'm giving all this background is to say that a lot of people need to find where they fit in certain industries. You cannot do everything. Like you see Nollywood, a lot of people think it's acting. I want to go and act. You may not be the Nollywood actor or actress type for that particular era. But what else can you do? Can you produce? Can you do makeup? Can you do wardrobe? Can you do, so many things. There are a lot of OAPs, that can be presenters, but don't know how to voice. There are a lot of OAPs who don't even know how to work the control. There are a lot of OAPs who know how to market. So it's just you even finding that niche for yourself. If you can do everything, fine. It's a very sad thing to be so talented, to hope for the best and try your best and not get results. It will put anybody, whether you're a hard girl, hard guy, you would feel a type of way. You understand? We've all been there in some type of way. So I'm even happy that she was open about it, talking about it, letting people know, because a lot of people can draw strength from that. But aside all that, you need to. She now eventually became a producer, a director. She went to school for it. She now became a writer. Beyonce Steven has at least 7 films on Netflix, and I think like at least 3 or 4 on Amazon. So she has, discovered herself and known what she can do. Now she features herself in films. Now she gets those actors on her own film. You see how the turnaround of events took place. Yes. So that's what people need to understand the business and know where you fit it.
And see how deep this is. I'm looking at the excerpt from what she said. I broke down. I could not even watch TV because I will go to auditions with someone and I would look at them and wonder, what is wrong with me? Why am I not getting picked? And I was questioning everything. See how she's moved from not being picked to picking people to be in her movies.
Yeah, and by the way, she just got called by Netflix. I think she's in Amsterdam right now. I saw on her Instagram, I think yesterday, I think they had a meeting with her. So, like, if you keep doing great work, your star will shine eventually. Yeah. And I'm happy for her because she's one of those people that understands the business, and she's very, very creative with budget as well. So imagine if you give the Beyonce Steven massive budget, what she can do with it. That's what I look forward to seeing. Maybe somebody will give Mo Abudu a run for her money.
Oh, now that you mentioned Mo, she would be part of what is it called? A selector panel sometime next year, I think in the U. Oh, yes, it's setting already. Oh, yeah. So she too, she's doing great work for the industry too.
So I would say it again, I'll keep saying every opportunity I have, Mo Abudu needs to be on a payroll by the Nigerian government for all the free PR that she's giving us. She needs to be on a payroll one way or the other. You need to get done.
If you're part of this conversation, you can also send in your messages on to 0809-444-0981. We'd love to read those messages. After this timeout, Irabor will be right back.
All right.
And we are back. It's still the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1 FM. My name is Omatseye Atsenuwa. I've got Irabor Okosun still here with me. Irabor.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, so let's get into this next one. This next character we're about to talk about and personality is responsible for those who are a fan of Nollywood, is generated a whole lot of exclamations that you may not know his name, but you remember him most for so many of the exclamations, be it in local languages. How does he come up with it? I just don't know. But let's talk about Chinwetalagu saying society has changed, women are now in control.
Yes. First off, we've had two stories from with Chude. We need to give a shout out to with Chude.
Yes.
Chude, who has been doing a lot of great work with getting spectacular guests to share a lot of info, that would help people. Chiwetel is an all-time great. He's that type of talent that will compete with anybody from any movie industry. I mean, him with Nkem War, Sam Loco Efe and Co. Olu Jacobs.
Memory now. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody knows this, in my own opinion. I mean, women are in control of things. In Nollywood, I think Nollywood is being run by women. If you look at Africa Magic, if you look at Netflix, you still have people in position. I mean, look at Amazon, there are a lot of people, Mo Abudu and Co., Biodun Steven and the rest, I mean, Showmax even, like...
Did we mention Austin Peters? Did we mention, you didn't, Bolale Austin Peters?
Bolale Austin Peters. I mean, you see, I'm even forgetting people, like that's how many they are,
Yes.
So the thing now is, for this new phenomenon that's taking place with women in charge of certain things, I am actually not against it. I'm all for equity. I'm all for people putting their best foot forward and getting reward for it. And if it so happens to be a woman or a man, I don't have an issue with it. It's now how you handle yourself, whether you're a man or a woman, when you have these, perks and responsibilities and, positions that you assume. And for somebody like Chiwe Talagu to even, I mean, this guy's an old school guy, for him to recognize this and actually, talk about it and, be open to it. Funny enough, I'm actually looking for a lady who is a high earner that I can just retire and be a house husband. Me, I'm very domesticated. I will take care of baby. I will clean the house and do everything. See, I'm tired. See, I need to be taken care of. I don't tire. Life is hard. Seriously, if I can see somebody like that, trust me, I will just resign. But at the end of the day, there has to be respect both ways. Whether you're the man that is bringing in the bacon or you're the woman that is bringing home the bacon, everybody just needs to, respect each other, because that dynamic can get very, very different when those type of things happen. But it's something that is already here and it's here to stay. A lot of people just need to find a way to conform. And I think it's even going to help the economy if you look at the pros and cons, this kind of thing. A lot of people frown at it. A lot of people still want women to be stay-at-home moms. That's not a bad thing.
Irabor, we opened up the show with a story about someone, riding all the way from Benue, making the way to Lagos to say thank you to Davido for a great album sent out. We just saw someone does it. Because someone may be listening and we're taking you to account for this one. I said it. Someone has just followed up here. Irabor putting it bare. I was just going to say this. Tayo is back on this. Irabor, if you find the woman, please confirm me by asking if she has a friend. I was just going to take you to task on this. Are you serious about this?
Of course. Now I would
want to be taken care of.
I want Stay at Home Dads Club. We'll have our Instagram handle, our hashtag, everything. Like, I don't have an issue with sharing and spreading love. Come on now. Would I be the only one in the association and be enjoying the thing like that? No, I need friends now so that I don't run mad.
All right, so that's gonna be more like what you call real house husbands of. Well, what do we call that now? Of Lagos now.
I think we need to call Showmax so that we can do our own real house husbands or something. I don't know. We shall RHH or something. We'll figure it out.
So, but let's get into a bit of what before we drift away from the story. It goes on to say somewhere, taking an excerpt from the story here, society has changed and they are now in control. That's the women, and men are running. Men are dodging. Society is better now because when men were mounting pressure, they were bound to be raped. If you refuse those days, they will organize and rape you. But today it is better that way, and to me it is better that way. So this is a grave. This is more like a confirmation of what's always been said about sex for role, and all of those things being confirmed here.
I mean, it goes both ways. A lot of people, men, have been, done what happened to women. So I'm trying to restrict myself from saying certain things. But all I'm just trying to say is that men have also been victim of this situation where you're asked to, trade certain things that you're unwilling to do so for roles in Nollywood or positions in Nollywood. I mean, it's more prevalent with women because, guys were in position in Nollywood back in the day, and that dynamic is slowly changing. Yes, it's not something that I'm for. We've had several producers and directors that have been called out, for certain things, and certain things haven't even happened or justice hasn't taken place for all those type of situations. It's something I really, really don't like at all. Like when I hear stories like that, I mean, we had the Brimo story the other time saying he couldn't work with Timmy because, I mean, you just hear disgusting, distasteful things like that. I really don't like it. But I'm hoping that the Nollywood bill puts measures in place that would curb this particular thing because it's going to hurt the industry at the end of the day. The industry needs to be free flowing and fluid so that certain things can happen, so that people can get roles on merit, get positions on merit, so that we can build this industry because there is a lot of potential in Nollywood, a lot of potential.
Okay, that said, we like you to get us to this next review of Jagun Jagun. It's a visually impressive movie according to what people have been saying. So walk us through. You are the expert in this. Let's get your take on this one.
Yeah. So first of all, the fact that we are exploring genres, the fact that we're exploring genres is a very good thing, and I'm loving the fact that Yoruba films are coming to the fore, not just on Ibaka TV or all those other, YouTube channels. The fact that you have a movie that goes straight to Netflix that is of Yoruba origin is beautiful. Let's, assess that first. But now, the fact that those types of movies have the opportunity to go there, we now have to put our best foot forward. So don't just get angry when people say, "Oh, your film is great. It's aesthetically pleasing. We love the costume, but this plot has an issue." You should now go and work it out. Don't get angry because it got to Netflix. It's not validation enough to not receive correction. So now, the strong points of this film, in my own opinion, the cast was outstanding. The cast was perfect. The cinematography, like I said, it was impressive. We also had cast members like Tayo Amokade. We had Femi Adebayo. Those guys would definitely do a great job. But now, if you look at this film closely, the major flaw to me, in my own opinion, is the plot. Because despite all the effort that they did for this particular film, I really don't understand. I'm trying not to give too much spoilers. I don't know how many people have watched this film. But there was a lot of predictability in this film, and it lacked a lot of suspense. Like you would easily just know, okay, this was gonna happen, this was gonna happen, this was gonna happen, this was gonna happen. People need to be intrigued. People need to feel suspense. People need to immerse themselves in a film, and they try to have discussions and try to have angles and try to predict, but then now fail, when they are watching a movie. To me, I feel it should be an experience. I didn't have that experience in this film. It's like Election Oba, in my own opinion. Election Oba is a great story, but to me, it was just too dialogue heavy. And I'm a dialogue person, but it just didn't come together at the end of the day. So that's what this film also, is lacking, in my own opinion. I think they need to go to the drawing board to really work on stories. They need stories, like real stories and plots.
So that subplots, for example, they're coming back for subplots
as well. Yes. That's why I'm saying people should go and watch Introducing the Kujus. That's a film I think you should check out when you're talking about writing and plotting, whether it's the main plot or the subplot. So that's it. But it's a good film to be on Netflix. It's not that you shouldn't have it on Netflix. No, it should be there. But what we are saying is best foot forward, please.
Yes, I like something you mentioned earlier on. You said it's beginning to seem like the gold standard now is once a movie is released and it hits, makes it to Netflix, then it's over. That's so
Yeah.
you're seeming to say it's not celebration time yet. There's still work
No.
to be done.
Yes, there is. Oh my God, there is immense work to be done. So when you hear a figure for a particular film, how much was spent on it, it doesn't mean it to translate to a great film. You have a lot of people that are so wealthy. If you see their wardrobe, it is nothing home to write. I mean, it's nothing to write home about because
Mhm.
having wealth or having resources doesn't translate to a great thing. It is great to have the wealth and resources, but it's now the expertise to use it to translate it into something that is now worthwhile, if you understand what I mean. So that's what I think Nollywood needs to focus on right
Mm.
now. Yes,
Summary.
that's that part. Yeah, that's what they need to focus
You can have the great ingredients in the kitchen, but if you walk
on.
in there, you don't know what to combine. You come out with
Yeah,
something that is not
I mean,
palatable. That's it.
you
So
want to make poundo, you have the water, you have the oil, you have the fire. If you don't have the mix, it will become lumpy. So
yeah, you are highly domesticated, Irabor. It's confirmed. Your resume
I'm
is
telling
out.
my market so that
Is
that woman that has money to come and give and put me out of my misery.
all right. So let's get on to Drake. Drake confronts concert goer after man wrestles sweaty towel from female fan at LA concert. Someone, what's this? Why am I racing over an eczema towel and to get it?
Ah, see, yeah, a lot of people sell these things on Amazon, on online. I mean, whatever they do, memorabilia is a
Mm,
huge market. But in this case, I mean, even when you go to sporting events, a lot of people want to catch the ball, catch the sneakers, do something. I mean, it's Drake. It is Drake,
yes.
especially if you have video evidence. But for you to not have an altercation and fighting the female, I mean, nah. Certain things don't need to be happening.
That
And
wasn't it wasn't a gentleman,
I
if
mean,
you would
it
say.
wasn't. But I mean, women rule the world now, so men are also fighting for their position back. So
Okay.
that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
But
And
definitely, everybody will be all right.
it was nice to see that Drake also took out time to, get into it. Just like well, so Swift Taylor the other time saw one of these bouncers, manhandling a female concert attendee and stepped in and said she had to stop the song to tell the guy to stop it.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, women still have the advantage these days.
Mm.
This thing now, if it was a man who had cut that thing and the lady was not the one fighting for it, they would say, give it to her now. So
Yeah.
so
Okay.
certain things just need to be, left the way they are.
All right. Our final story, Irabor. This one comes in with it's still outside the shores of Nigeria. Tyrese Gibson accuses Home Depot of outrageous discriminatory mistreatment for $1 million lawsuit. In a minute.
Yeah. It's their culture. Whenever they have any issues, they tend to sue. This particular story, when I saw it, I was trying to check the actual reason. I didn't see it. I'm waiting for the actual court papers to be filed so that I can understand the whole drama behind it. Because this Home Depot is a brand. It's a brand where you buy anything, for from couch to chairs to whatever
Mm.
for your house. So maybe there was a discrepancy that Tyrese is very, very unhappy about. So maybe by Thursday or next week Tuesday we'll have more information about it because I really don't understand the juice of it all because he was claiming that he had purchased no less than $1 million of material from Home Depot over the years, and I think it was the customer service or racial profiling that happened or something. So definitely, we'll
Mm-hmm.
see how that goes.
All right, yeah, Irabo, our job is done already, but let's quickly see what the messages are like this morning quickly as we wrap up. Ajibade Oluwaseun says, Dear Irabo, I believe you are just a critic. This is one of the most intelligent movies ever made in Nigeria cross board. At the beginning of the story seemed scattered and I was wondering how it will come together. And it came together beautifully. That's Ajibade responding to Jagun Jagun. Then I see Austin from Satellite. It says Mercy AK of BBN said some time ago that she wants to be pampered and taken care of. Now Irabo has said it on behalf of some men. The table don't balance now. Austin from Satellite. And our final message this morning from Tayo. They want to collect DNA and other evidence, but Drake is always with his two-factor authentication protecting himself. That's it on the show this morning, Grapevine.
Yes, sir. Definitely. All right.
Irabor, have a great day. Thank you so much for your time once again.
You too, man. See you next week.
All right, bye. And to those who sent in messages, Ajibade, Austin,